We bought the cheapest drag cars we could find for less than £3,000.
And today we're putting them to the test here.
I bought this £2,600 BMW 335i. Now, it had an issue where it had absolutely zero boost. It was so slow, and I thought it was going to take days and thousands of pounds to fix it, but it was fixed for free. All it was this little line here, which I stole. I also spent £200 on an intercooler to reduce my intake temperatures, which it didn't. I got some new road tyres and some new brakes, but then I also bought some Porsche racing slicks for just £110. And all that means that with a remap from TRS Performance, this car now makes 397 horsepower. So Edwin is done.
And I bought this probably ex-drug dealer's Audi S3 for £2,250. The seller told me it had 300 horsepower, we dynoed it, and that was a lie. It made 250. So to help it make more, I put a new exhaust manifold in, which was one of the worst experiences of my life. I also fitted a huge front mount intercooler, and to top it off, some new injectors to flow more fuel. And then because I was out of budget, but I still needed to go quicker, I completely stripped the interior of the car. There is nothing left that doesn't need to be here. All of that meant that when we took it for a custom remap at TRS, it made 300 horsepower, up 50 from before, and it had lost 120 kilograms. So while Will's car makes much more power, our power to weight ratios are roughly the same, so it might be closer than you think.
But before we took them down the drag strip, we wanted to find out what our freshly modified cars were like on the road. My BMW 335 is ready for the drag strip. I cannot wait to give this a proper go. Last time I was here, I don't even know what time it did. It was like 16, 17 seconds. It was deadly slow. I was slower than the car that I'm currently being filmed from right now. And that is a 3-litre diesel 5 Series from 21 years ago almost. So today, I'm hoping I'm in for a better chance. Almost 400 horsepower, the weather's looking good, and I've got my slicks that I'm gonna pull out, not straight away, but when I need to.
So this is it, my Audi S3, and it is, I think, as fast as I could have made it within my budget. We've gained 50 horsepower and lost over 120 kilos. On paper, we're nowhere near close to Will's car, but I honestly think this little car might hold its own better than we'd expect. But right now, with its upgrades and its tune, it is quicker than it was before. That is quick.
Also, Edwin's in there. He's got no interior, rattling away, all of the noises he's got. Yes, he's got his standard seat, and it's not too bad, but it's more extreme than this. I've got my heated seat on. I've got my aircon on. This is the gentleman's drag car. I can drive this to the drag strip, beat everyone, and then drive home in perfect comfort.
I don't honestly think there's a way that you can go as fast for cheap as Will's car. But with what we've been through with this little S3, it's gonna give it one hell of a go. I genuinely didn't think we'd even make it here today. There were points where I was working on this car where I was ready to give up. But the fact that it's here today means that I don't care what happens. I'm still gonna give it everything it's got to try and beat Will's fast BMW, but the odds are stacked against us. Both now itching to get our cars on the strip, we arrived at Santa Pod, the home of UK drag racing. This isn't just a runway, this is a proper drag strip, and it has hosted some of the fastest cars the world has ever seen.
Our cars were almost fit enough for this famous drag strip, so we decided to raise the stakes a bit. Whichever one wins from the best of 3 races is the one we'll keep, fix and restore. Before all that though, we each had a few untimed warm-up runs to prepare ourselves for the real deal.
I'm in a bit of a predicament here, because for me to win this challenge, I have to beat Will off the line every single time. So my launch needs to be good. I can practice it right now and dial it in, but I don't know how many launches this car has in it. It's held together with hopes and dreams at this point.
Here we go. Oh, he's off.
Yes!
So we're not timing on these either. We don't know. These are just practice runs. I have to say, that sounds a little bit worrying to me.
Oh, yes, S3. That's so much quicker than before.
That's not a mega. That was big. It came past me, I was like,
Wah! I'm going to ignore the lights this time. I'm not going to go when they go green. I'm just going to go when I reckon I've got the launch I want. That's it. That's the launch we need. That's the launch. Go on, S3. Yes!
That looked very fast. If he nails his launch against me, that could be worrying. I think he stripped enough weight out of that now that I could be in trouble. That looked fast, but what did Edwin think of it?
That was a good launch. I know where I'm at now. So now, sir, go as many times as you want.
Cool. I might just do one.
Just do one.
you know what? I might not even do a proper run.
Before we carry on the video, we wanted to let you know that while Oktoberfest might be over, Beer 52 is keeping the celebration going by offering you 8 free unique beers from Germany and beyond.
All you have to do is go to beer52.com/center, pay the $4.95 postage fee, and you will be sent 8 incredible beers direct to your doorstep.
Beer 52 is all about discovering the world's best beers, and this month's lineup is a true Oktoberfest treat. Whether you're into lagers, pale ales, or IPAs, there's something for everyone this month.
One highlight is this pale ale from German superstars Bureau. The vibrant hop profile brings out plenty of flavour, while its well-rounded palate offers a smooth finish that's easy to enjoy again and again. That's quite nice, actually. I don't normally like pale ales, I'm more of a lager drinker, but that is pretty good.
Also included is a lager from craft beer legends Omnipolo and Weizen Doppelbock from Outlier Brewery.
Now, don't worry if you don't like dark beers, because there's a light case too. And every box comes with a couple of delicious snacks and a copy of the award-winning Ferment magazine.
And even if after all that you're still not satisfied, you can pause or cancel at any time, no strings attached.
So head over to beer52.com/center, that's beer52/center, and claim your free case of world-class beers.
Now let's get back to the drag racing. Now I know Will quite well, and I know that Will is quite cocky at the moment. He knows that he's got a lot more power. He, on paper and in reality, should absolutely win this. But there's one very easy way to get inside Will's head, and that's to make him think that he needs to win. You should walk this, right? I mean, you've got way more power. It'd be disappointing if you weren't quick here.
You won't get me with these mind games.
I will. I absolutely will.
Right, here we go.
Oh, that's quite good.
Oh, it's fast. Oh, my gear changes are a bit slow though. Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna let off. I don't think I even need any more than that. I'm chilling.
That was a good launch and it was quick. He's cheating though, he's got automatic.
I've stood here and watched both. I'm not saying that he did it slower, but it didn't look much quicker than yours.
Well, Will, when you watch this footage, remember to beat up Ben afterwards.
Not again.
Right, we're ready to drag race, but before we start, I think we should probably explain how a drag strip works if you're not as inclined of cars as we are. So, this is a tree, might be different to the trees that you're used to seeing. You start up here with these. These are your pre-staging and your staging lights. Now, behind, Will, if you'd like to go and act as a car.
I am a car.
So this box here, you can see some lights in it, and that looks for beams when your car comes up to it. You have a pre-stage, which tells you you're getting close to where it is, and then you have your line. If you cross that line, you're disqualified. You've gone too far. So Will is now a car. He's coming up to stage. He's getting ready for his race. Now, there you go. The first light has come on for pre-stage. So that means he's getting close. Once both cars are staged on both sides, the lights are going to go yellow, 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 green. Away you go. If you go before green, you're red light, you're disqualified again. So half of the whole game is a mind game. Who gets in first? Who stages first?
Also, it's all about reaction time as well. If it goes green and you go, green, you're going to lose.
You could have a faster time, but still lose because your reaction time was too long. It is still whoever gets to the end of that strip first, whoever crosses that end beam first, they win.
Another thing you may not have noticed about a drag strip, and you may have just heard there, is that they actually glue the track. So this isn't just a really long straight road. This is a properly flat, sticky piece of track. So when you're running race slicks or drag slicks, you're going to get way more grip than you would on a runway or a piece of concrete or some tarmac. This is proper stuff. This is professional. Also, you don't just have to be a YouTuber. Anyone can do this. You can bring your Micra, you can bring your mum's car, you can bring your project car. Anyone can come to a Run What You Brung event here and run their car and see how fast it is. And on that note, time for our first race.
The moment I saw you going like this on one foot, I was like, that's stuck.
Race number 1. We're doing best of 3. So this one, well, they all matter. Mentally, this one matters.
If I can beat him on this first one, I'll be inside his head and he'll be on the back foot for the rest of the day. You've got 400 horsepower. You have to win this.
I don't know. It's a nice day. It's cold. You know, the wind is in your favour. Apparently the left lane is the fastest one.
No, just excuses already. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Right, Ben's calling us over. I'm going to beat Will to staging. I'm going to try and stage ahead of him every single time so I can try and get in his head.
Ah, Edward's staging up before me. Oh, he's in my head now. Now I'm panicking.
There, right, there we are. Come on, come on, come on. We'll get this one. Oh, that's good. That's a good start. Go on, S3.
Oh, no. No, no, no.
Go on, S3. We got him. Yes.
I'm reeling him in, but not enough time.
Yes! He's gonna get him! Yes!
Oh, that's 1-0 to the Audi.
The S3 lives! How's it done that? Good job, little guy.
I messed up my launch a bit, and I also left it in the normal drive, not the sporty drive. Also, I don't think my traction control was good. None of that was my fault.
Will's on the back foot now. He's not going to be happy. He's going to be in his own head about that now. Yes! The S3 is alive, and not only is alive, it's undefeated. I'm quite smug, and I'm quite pleased, but you got quite a bad start.
It wasn't my fault. I wasn't in the right drive mode, and then my reaction time was poor. I also left the traction control on.
Oh, that's actually a big thing.
Right, well, I don't care, because you are at your peak with that. You can't get much more out of that. I have got racing slicks to put on. Get the bloody jack out. These are going to destroy you. With me busy installing the slicks, Edwin was hard at work preparing his S3 for the next race.
Oh, it's quite cool.
What was that?
It's not that cool. It's not that cool.
But what is cool is this limited edition TDC drag racing t-shirt. These are only available for the next 7 days, so head to topdeadsea.com and grab yourself one, but be quick.
Before we could get back on the strip, the guys at Santapod asked us to do a very quick rev to make sure that we got all of the condensation out the exhaust system. But doing this resulted in one of the most devastating moments of my automotive life. Oh!
Oh.
Oh no! No! Oh no! No, S3, no! Oh no, not like this!
I'd say it kind of looks like game over. Honestly, it was like a split second. I was like, right, ready to go. I looked in the mirror and there was just a cloud.
Now, this was a huge issue, but luckily I trusted the S3 so little that I had come prepared to fix pretty much any issue that it may have right there on the track. And before long, I found the problem.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
It's the part that Josh and I bodged before, but further up the pipe. Our repair is holding, but the other bit is not. It looked like I'd be able to push the coolant pipe back into place, but once I'd done that, it was clear that this issue was once again the result of the previous owner's work. So, as you can see, the previous owner, instead of using the correct seal, has used silicone. That's all flappy there. Faced with those odds, we're just going to do it again. We'll silicone that guy up again. With the Audi battling me once again, I rebodged the coolant line, praying for no leaks, as Santapod wouldn't let us run if anything was coming out of the car. This needs a couple of hours to set, but it's going to have to do its best over 10 minutes. I've zip tied it as an extra layer of hopeful security. Time is now of the essence, so I'm going to fill the car up with coolant, and we're going to go for it again.
S3 now full of coolant again, we got both cars lined up, ready for the second race.
If this car makes it to the end of the drag strip, I'll be amazed. I think this car might have one more run in it. It needs a new part, and we've tried to fix a fix one too many times, but we're going to give it one hell of a go. Will's going to go and do a big old burnout.
Right then. I am ready, boys.
Okay, Will. All right, mate. That was quite an impressive burnout. I don't like that. Right, come on then, S3. It's time for everything you've got. Come on, S3. No, S3, come on. Just go!
There we go. Big launch. Huge launch with the Smoky.
Just lost all you've got!
I have absolutely wiped the floor with him there.
Go on, S3! No!
110 almost across the line.
Oh, no. Will's really quite fast.
Yeah! Burnout, 110 pound slicks, Audi S3 in my rearview mirror.
But it held together. The old girl held together. We made it to the end of the strip. That is more than I was expecting. I'll admit, Will won that, fair and square. But the real star of that show is the fact that that's still there.
No, sorry, you don't get participation points.
I don't care. You, with your cheater's car, with your automatic gearbox and your slicks, couldn't beat a bad mechanic's car.
I beat you.
I know, but I'm saying it's still here.
One more race to decide it. What are you going to do?
I've got an idea.
I could do the same thing, but I'm in a very comfortable chair right now. Also, it's a lot of work. I don't even need to take weight out. I might even have lunch beforehand. Do you know what? I need a poo. I'm just not going to have it.
Crazy. Oh, yes.
You're not nervous, you're not worried. But
don't worry, I'm not monitoring my times either.
what's that?
Nothing.
Are you searching up the optimum tyre pressure yet?
No, I am monitoring all my times though.
Just remember how cocky he was when he said, 100 horsepower, it's not going to help you. And it's 1-1 right now. It all comes down to this.
Nah, sorry not.
Sorry, I can't hear you right now, but I will be able to hear you when I remove both my doors. Bonnet, doors and boot removed, I discovered that driving the fully stripped car would be less dignifying than I'd expected.
Whoa.
The byproduct of me taking my doors off does mean that I now have to have limiting straps on my arms so that if I roll over, my hands don't go out.
Does it come with a...
ball gag?
Yeah.
It's built in. The S in S3 stands for Superleggera. Off we go. A date with destiny. I do feel ridiculous, but if it means that I win, that's worth it to me.
Are you going to keep those afterwards?
I've already spoke to Santa Pod, it's on our bill. They're coming with me. I got a blue pair for you too.
Were there no pink ones?
Shall we end this once and for all? 1-1 apiece, it comes down to whatever happens here.
See you at the finish line, bitch. Just as we were lining up to go back out onto the strip, the marshals noticed that the S3 was starting to drip coolant again and stopped the race. Edwin's car's had a problem. Again.
My car is dripping coolant.
It's a shock, I know.
So, after I'd rebodged the rebodge of the bodge, the marshal said that I could do one final run, but that would be it for the S3. So this would be the final head-to-head, no matter what happened. Here we go. Come on. Last race, final race. We've outstaged Will. Will hasn't even done his burnout yet. He's doing a big burnout. He doesn't want to lose.
There we go. That's the burnout I'm after.
That was quite a good burnout from Will.
Right, let's get her lined up. Final race.
Come on, come on. With everything on the line, I decided to launch the S3 as hard as I could. And whether it was the added weight reduction or the S3 finally rewarding me for all its punishment, I got the perfect launch. Oh my God, what a run!
I can't match that S3 off the line.
Yes, come on!
I can't match it, my shifts aren't quick enough.
Come on, S3! No! No!
Come on, 335!
No, please, no!
Yeah! Oh, that was close.
No!
Wow, that was close.
We had him on the launch, but halfway through, oh, my engine lights come on. I think it's got into limp mode or something because it's not happy anymore. Oh no. But you know what? I'm fine with it. All I cared that this little S3 made it to the end. It's here. It made it, it lived, and it nearly beat Will. We nearly had him. So close. I'd reach out further, but I physically can't.
That was a very good race.
I'm happy with these cars. What a way to end it. But I'm not done. I spoke to the guys at Santa Pod. I said I can use the Mustang.
The Mustang.
Here I am in Santa Pod's personal Mustang GT, which they allow people to do drag strip experiences in. I thought it might be interesting to show you what a car like this, which is conventionally pretty fast, does against our very cheap, very terrible £4,000 drag cars. Probably going to be closer than you'd think.
There we go. 5 litre Mustang, 4 grand 335. We're off.
Slow start.
Oh, that's quick.
Look at him. Even if I got a good start, Will would be off.
That might be my best yet. Come on, car. Come on, car. Oh, it felt quick.
Look at that.
I beat a 5 litre V8 Mustang in a 4 grand BMW 335.
That is a crazy quick car for the money. And I think that car needs a proper restoration now.
Thank you very much for watching. If you want to watch where we modified the S3 that almost broke Edwin, click here and we will see you next week.